AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Oh, nights like this. I'm tired like y'all, Knicks. What's up, chat? Good night, Moon. Good night. He's got their ass from beginning to end, man. We ain't playing no games. Let's just start this off the way the flavor.
We live. Big Flea. Never the little one. Biggest, y'all. What up?
Good night, young man. Good night. It's 9:46. You playing some tricks?
I was trying to go in and hug you.
Love you. You go hug me. It's time for a hug, y'all.
I'm sorry.
Joes!
Better not make it on camera. I hope we don't get let me not mention that.
My God.
I needed that hug, man. These bum ass Knicks, man.
Knicks Rehab.
Knicks Rehab, y'all. I'm going butt naked tonight. No glasses.
Yep. You don't deserve the glasses?
Nah, you can see my eyeballs tonight.
Put your glasses. Yo, we turn every disrespectful line into this heat.
Fire.
Flee as a father. Put your glasses back on.
As a father. As a father. As a father shit was so funny. Lord have mercy.
No, it wasn't. Not for you at first. It took like 30 times to go, yo, Flee.
That was pissing me off, like I usually do.
It still pisses you off.
Yes, it does. It still does.
Should we tap into that later, that conversation?
No.
Yeah.
No?
Not that one, but what's been going on?
Because as a father, as a father, I'm choosing not to. You'll reel me in somehow.
As a father, I'm just trying to get them clicks, man. Want some views. Share, like, comment, subscribe. Why is there only 141 people in the building? And if there are 40 people in the building, get them damn likes up. Huh? AllBall's not here to salute the and go crazy. What's up, Mo?
Mo, I could respect that. Cherokee, what up?
Cherokee. Well, Mo said the refs have to figure out how to officiate the Magic. Wasn't the entire not why we lost, but yuck.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
I saw some things too, but
Jeremy House, what's going on, man? Always showing love. Oh, AllBall member, by the way.
Jeremy House, what up? What up? What up?
You see a little logo next to his thing, man. He's a member. He wants to be a part of this movement. But he is a part of this movement. Excuse me. He's supporting. He's giving us that $4.99 on a monthly basis.
I appreciate you, gangster. Appreciate you, man.
The Knicks, it was 7-0 at home.
Rain Man, this is a 500 ball club we just lost to. How is this a real team?
Oh, watch out.
I'm on bullshit tonight. We lost tonight. I'll be all in the comments tonight.
Oh, dear Lord.
Don't play with me tonight.
124-107. The Orlando Magic pulling tricks on these bum-ass Knicks tonight. 28 for Franz Wagner. 13 for Wendell Carter. I don't know how he looks like he's in better shape than I've ever seen him, actually. 8 rebounds. 22 points for Desmond Bane. He's getting what? He's looking like Desmond Bane. 14 for Jalen Suggs. He's working his way back from the injury last year. 17 for Anthony Black. He's a big guard, man. 3 or 5 from 3. 10 from Yeah, he was clutch. He was big time for them. 10 for Goga Bitati and 4 points for Paulo Banquero, who left the game in the second quarter. He only played 12 minutes tonight. But the Orlando Magic showed you they kind of not led by him. Banquero was a superstar. They still got that guy Franz, the German Ruger, and a bunch of 6'7" guys. We'll get to that in a second. 8 points for OG Anunoby. Only 4 shot attempts tonight. All 4 of them from 3. Um, 3 turnovers that were major. 2 blocks, 1 steal, 1 assist. The 3 turnovers we'll get to in a second. Magic made him uncomfortable. 15 points for Anthony Towns, Big Cat. 15 and 12, double-double. 5 fouls, 6 of 15 from the field. Not a good showing from him. Not a good showing from anybody. 2 points for Mitchell Robinson. 8 rebounds. Whew. Minus 11, plus minus. Ugh. Minus 19, plus minus for Mikal Bridges, 6 points. Ugh. So him and OG combined for 14 points. 31 for Jalen Brunson. 10 of 23 from the field. 1 of 4 from 3. 10 of 13 from the free throw line. And he was still complaining about the free throws. Anthony Towns only had 2 free throw attempts tonight. He made both of those. He's shooting above 90% from the free throw line for the first time ever in his life. 11 points for Landry Shamet, 10 for Josh Hart. Shamet had 27 minutes. Hart had 18. Deuce, 9 points with decent minutes. Jordan Clarkson, 10 minutes. 10 minutes of action, 5 points. Only shot 2 of 5 from the field. 6 points for Yabusele. That was really just filling minutes. They were trying to figure things out with this squad tonight, Flea. You know what I haven't been doing? I'm gonna get into that game chart. See, the Magic were leading from the second quarter on. It was pretty much a wrap. 21, they were up by as much as 21, and they just didn't. And it always felt that way. We were out rebounded 59 to 45. 29 to 20 in this assist ratio, or 29 to 20. The Orlando Magic won the assist battle. 15 turnovers for the Magic, 14 for the Knicks. I think we had looked like 335 turnovers in the first 3 minutes of the game. Magic shot 48% from the field. The Knicks shot 44, 36% from 3. The Magic shot, and 30% for the Knicks after being on fire the last couple games. 84% from the free throw line. And usually Flea asks me points in the paint, 50 for the Magic, 48 for the Knicks. That got more evened out because the first half was abysmal. 16 second chance points for the Orlando Magic, 20 to 19 fast break points. And was it the rebound total? No, something I most usually look at. How many 3-point shots did we chuck? 36. So that's way less than the last couple games. Flea, what second night of a back-to-back at home. The game started earlier than I thought. I thought it was gonna start at 7:30. Things started at 7 o'clock.
They had a 7 o'clock start.
Maybe it would have been better performance if it started at 7:30. That's right, Mo. No Tims.
Right, Mo. No Tims tonight.
Back-to-back games. Jesus Christ.
No hard hat. No construction jacket, vest, whatever you want to call that. They ain't giving out none of that tonight.
Give them some Crocs and some Benadryl. Go get some rest, man. Y'all stinking it up. Flea, what was obviously back-to-back game.
So what?
Athletes struggle in this.
So what?
Flea doesn't want to hear about it. Why? So what, Flea? Why? So what?
So what? So what? It looks like we went away from everything that we've been doing over the 5-game win streak. I mean, you could look at us from the first 2 minutes of the game. What did I text you in the first 2 minutes of the game? You should read it verbatim because I said, first 2 minutes of the game, I don't like the way we look.
I don't like the first 2 minutes of play. The ball isn't moving.
That's exactly what I text you, right?
Yes.
The ball isn't moving. Tonight, Mikal Bridges took 2 shots. Tonight, OG Anunoby took 4 shots. They combined to take 6 shots in a 48-minute game while they were on the floor tonight. Not acceptable. We were out-rebounded. with Mitchell Robinson playing close to 20 minutes tonight. Unacceptable. We gave up 50 points in the paint. And they grossly out-rebounded us. It's not like they just, like, the rebounding margin was close. They had 12 more rebounds than us in total. We just looked a step slow tonight. The ball wasn't hopping around. We looked very reminiscent of how we looked last year when things got stagnant and Jalen Brunson just puts on a show, right? What he gave us tonight was ineffective. That's a 30-point game where it's ineffective. It did nothing to help us win the game. In fact, I'm so pissed that he was still going so hard and now he's hurt. Now he hurt himself in a game that was lost already. Got me thinking OG might be right. You hunting for stats? You hunting for the game was out of reach. I didn't like how we looked tonight. It is one of those games. It's one of those games at 82. You're not gonna have it every night. I get it. But this is Knicks Rehab, y'all. We rehab through the bullshit. Tonight was some bullshit. Now we could spend time. We could spend time talking about the refs and talking about calls we could have got. I thought Cat could have got a lot more calls tonight. I thought he was trying to be aggressive, but at the end of the day, we got punked tonight too. They brought physicality. We didn't match physicality. We just didn't match it. Mikal Bridges, you went ghost tonight on us, brother. Only 2 field goal attempts? That doesn't mean you're not touching the bat. Like, what? Only 2 shot attempts?
No, he had 9 shot attempts, Lee. I wanted to make sure.
9?
Yeah, he had 9.
Help me. How many?
He was 3 of 9 from the field.
Let's look.
0 of 3 from 3. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. He only had 6 points, though. That's pretty much your point.
3 of 9. That's not enough. You got to put the ball up. You got to put the basketball up. You got to be more aggressive. The ball can't get back to sticking to Jalen Brunson. Unacceptable. We didn't hit shots tonight. I thought we got a lot of some of the same looks, but we just didn't hit shots tonight. And again, the defense is questionable. We don't defend the 3 well. We still struggle with that. We struggled with that last year. We're still struggling with being able to defend the 3. And we just wasn't tough tonight. We just weren't tough tonight. Everybody brought it tonight on the Orlando Magic team. Desmond Bane was pushing around Brunson, whether it was a foul or not, whatever you want to call it. He was in his head tonight. He was. Because it made him turn it into a mano-a-mano thing. And now Brunson is going head up and getting after his shot as opposed to getting everybody involved like we were doing for the last 5 games or so. So again, these games are going to happen. Get these games out of your system early in the year. I would have liked to beat Orlando, somebody who was in our conference, somebody who was in our division that we're going to see a couple of times. You want to get a feel, you want to get a gauge on how you're going to play and defend them. They didn't have their best player in Banchero. I thought we let them off the hook with that. Anthony Black was excellent down the stretch. Franz Wagner, he killed us. He's a matchup nightmare for any team, but especially us. So again, if we brought physicality tonight, this would have been a different game. There were spurts where we tried to get back into the game, right, where we showed some life. But again, they snuffed that out every chance they got. So, we take it on the chin, pause, and we get ready for the next one. We got a couple of tough games coming up over the next couple of games. Guys who's going to be ready to get after it. I know at some point we got to go out to Dallas and play Dallas. I think that's next week at some point. Who's coming up in the next couple games?
Next couple
get
games.
Back to Miami we get Miami on a back-to-back. I mean, on a home and home.
Right. We end the how many game homestand we got? It had to be 5. We won 5 in a row, so it was 6. So 7 game homestand. Final one's against Miami, who is playing who are playing the Cavs right now again, and the Cavaliers. Actually, that game might be over. The Miami is. They just lost to
Got
the
my
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, we got Miami Friday, then we got Miami Monday, and then we got Dallas Wednesday. So that's the next 3 games.
Then we got
All winnable
Orlando.
games, of course,
Orlando again next Saturday, 2 Saturdays from now.
on the road.
Right. So we're going from
Okay.
Miami, Dallas, back to Florida and Orlando.
These are
Why
all.
couldn't
These
why
are all,
couldn't we play Miami and Orlando back to back? That sucks. All right. Go ahead, Phil. I'm sorry.
No, I mean these are all winnable games in the next 4 games. We could go back on a 4-game win streak very quickly if we just get back to what works and get back to what was working. It didn't seem like the ball was flying around. It seemed like we were playing with a sense of urgency instead of a sense of flow. You know what I'm saying? Like we've seemed very, very sped up tonight. We didn't get the shots that we wanted. We was taking the shots that they wanted us to take. It looked like everything that we took is what the defense wanted us to take. And it's like you want to be putting pressure on the defense at all times. I didn't feel like we had any pressure on them. They were just kind of dictating pace. And I haven't seen that from the Knicks over the last 5 games, really over the whole entire season until tonight. This is the first time I saw us come out sluggish. I mean, most games we start slow, but I knew we wasn't in tonight's game. Right after the first 2 minutes, I was like, nah, this might not be our night. And then by the time halftime comes, you down 20. Right. So I just think, we got to bounce back from this. Again, it's a long season. It's first 11 games. We 7-4. I'll take that record over anything else. You know what I mean? We move on.
The Pistons won again tonight. I think they got 8 in a row. Number 1 team in the Eastern Conference right now.
Okay. They're making a statement.
They're playing like it without their superstar, Cade Cunningham. Paul Reed had 28 points. I thought it's unfair to discredit the Orlando Magic, who are built to give us issues. They have been giving us issues the last 3 or 4 years since they've drafted Wagner and Banchero. They're 6'7". They're 6'7" everywhere in that lineup, aside from Jalen Suggs and Greg Anthony's son when he was there. And my biggest thing was Mitchell Robinson not being able to be impactful. And it kind of feels that way anytime we play Orlando because of their size. They got him up out of there. He didn't bother them. They used their strength and their length to get him out of there and to not allow him to affect them. And their length affected the way we get the ball whizzing across the court in the half court. They just do. And no, they're not a top 10 defensive team as of right now, but they were top 2 last year. And they've been a top defensive team the last several years. They've been together for how many years? We've seen this with the Celtics. We've seen it with us. OKC, several teams that just they know each other by now. And second game of a back-to-back is tough to really, really criticize. But I thought we reverted back to the 3-game losing streak that we had this year. Not moving the ball, not putting any ball pressure on the guy with the ball. And then that led to the open shots. Orlando just had the drive and kick, or they just waited for a double team every time, or the mismatch in the paint. Any shot over Shaman or Clarkson, and Shaman actually played way better defensively than Clarkson in the paint. He bothered the defenders. I think he might have got a deflection or a block. But Karl Anthony Towns, these are the games where it's your skill set, the one that we want you to push to display. It's obvious that it's not, that you're not, there's another level that you don't get to. And that was the first elbow shot I ever seen Karl Anthony Towns make in Knicks history. And that was all accidental. Like he was dribbling across the paint to try to get to his little patent drive and lower the shoulder, move the Carter back and hit the elbow jumper. But he doesn't do that. I'm wondering why he doesn't stop at that corner at that elbow. Josh Hart does that. Josh Hart would drive, shimmy shake a little bit, and hit a fadeaway mid-range shot. And Karl Anthony Towns doesn't do that. In games like today, you need those skills to rely on or say, yo, man, nobody has it tonight. Nobody had it tonight, including the Energizer guy and Josh Hart. Mike Brown, should he have called the reserves on earlier? It's kind of hindsight 2020 with Brunson getting hurting his ankle again. And yeah, it's just hard for me to criticize him like that. I ain't gonna I feel like you. I'm not gonna go crazy. We want to see what happens in these three games. Within these 3 games coming up on the road after the next game at home, which it is Miami though. Like that's the other
Tough. They beat
yeah.
us. They beat our ass. They beat our ass the other day when we went to Miami. What, 2 weeks ago? A week ago? They kicked our ass. So
they just beat Cleveland. They play them tough. They have an identity. They have the highest pace in the league. They try to they don't set screens. They have an identity over there, and I think we do when we got away from it. That's really what it is. But the Magic, even if we were not on a back-to-back game, and the Magic help you're playing like that's what they do. And as far as the calls, those calls are concerned with the foul calls, I totally disagree with y'all. They're gonna give good defenses. They give them calls. When you play with the way they do and earn a reputation the last 3 years, 4 years, they give them the calls. So it's up to us. And Brunson got 13 free throws. Karl Anthony Towns only had 2 attempts. He was attempting 7 free throw attempts per game prior to tonight. Highest of his career. That's all aggression, Flea.
Listen, I just think you can't never get too high. You can't never get too low, right? It's the beginning of the season. I just thought there was some things that jumped out there about us, right? Can we be punked? Right? Detroit was able to stick around in that series last year because they played tough. And they didn't even have one of they like bruises, right? They didn't have one of their guys that really come in there and just go insane in Isaiah Stewart. But they played tough against us. They mucked the game up, right? It got physical. We were able to win because obviously we have experience. And I thought last season we just had the better team. But I hope this is not a reoccurring theme where when we play against bigger teams, which you are concerned about, when we play against bigger teams, when we play against teams that are going to get physical, are we going to match physicality? Are we going to match mucking the game up? Like, are we going to match that or are we going to bitch up? And a lot of times that's what happens. We bitch up and we revert back to the same shit we was doing. Standing around watching. There was 5 or 6 times down where nobody else touched the rock. I was like, oh, this is reminiscent of some other shit. Okay, we're going to rely on him to get us back in the game. No. And again, we love our point guard. But now everybody's going to go back to standing around watching him. That's not how we gain success with this team. So
how do you prevent that?
How do you prevent what?
Standing around watching him.
Get the ball moving. He can control that. But he gets into a sense of urgency as well, where he feels like he needs to put the ball in the basket at a higher rate now, as opposed to allowing guys to get in the flow of offense and we'll get back into this game. It's a difference between we'll get back into this game and I'll get us back into this game. And I felt like he started to get into I'm going to get us back into this game. And that's not what worked tonight. It was an ineffective 31 points. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, I agree with that, but it's the same complaint I'm gonna always have. OG Anunoby had 4 shots, and this is Mr. Is he a third option? Is he? Karl Anthony Towns didn't look aggressive, and
who was that on? Who was creating okay, so we can go back and look at how things were created over the last 5 games. And I'm talking about how are we creating the ball movement? How are we creating offense to where it's not sticking with Brunson? That's also a choice too, when he realizes I want to take advantage of my matchup. We also just said a few minutes ago, Desmond Bane was getting physical with him. Franz Wagner was getting physical with him. Anthony Black was getting physical with him. So he's matching physicality with I'm trying to score the basketball now. So now, you know what I'm saying? So I can understand what you're saying. Everybody else got to step up, bro. But he's got to understand.
They got to step up because of that. That's what triggers him. That's what triggers him. That's when he goes into, oh, you gonna bump me? Watch this. And that's when Bridges comes up. Josh Hart comes up. Whoever's on the floor. Well, no, get him off the ball. Don't inbound it. No, get out of here. You cannot. No, we already see you in Brahma Bull mode. Go cross half court. Get out of here. So that's a part of it. And the other part of it is if the Magic is another test for OG Anunoby. You only have 4 shot attempts and them turnovers for a reason. You ain't a third option for this reason. Second night of a back-to-back, that's when these third options are supposed to be popping up out of nowhere and be like, hey, look, I have my first option impersonation. He ain't gonna, they gave him, they're tough. OG, when we say, when I'm questioning you, I'm surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised by him being, progressing the way that he has. But if these are our triggers, that means if you can see that from your couch, that means the Magic know that. Mosley knows that. Marquetto knows. Even Marquetto's like, I'm gonna just go chill.
We got to take a minute to give him some love too. Like we always talk about these good coaches in the league and these great coaches in the league. I think Jamal Mosley is building a resume right now and a body of work that's just going to put him as one of those good coaches. He's a good coach, man. He's a good coach. Coming from like I think winning 20-something games his first season to now, like just the progression. Obviously, you draft Banchero, you draft Franz, you draft Suggs, and now you in this. He's a damn good coach, man. He's a damn good coach. So obviously I don't like the loss tonight, but we didn't lose to some team that is not going to figure out their way. They're 500 right now, but they're going to be somebody that we may run into. And I don't want us to get into the habit of we see these type of teams and they know just to get physical with the Knicks and it'll change course for us.
Yeah, Mosley's a guy that, like Mike Brown, they don't look like they should be good coaches, like physically. Like
Jeremy House is right tonight. That's a great point too. I think we missed that tremendously, and that goes back to the Brunson thing. I hate to cut you off, Fabian. He's making a great point. Only 20 assists tonight. That doesn't mean that the ball was. That absolutely means the ball wasn't moving because aren't we averaging something like 30 assists, a little over 30 as a team? So
as a team, the New York Knicks,
what we got,
are averaging 28 assists per game before today because they were 7 and this is a 7-3 record. I think these are the nights you got to look forward to if you have to play the Magic in the playoffs. They look like they should be in the mix. I like them more than Cleveland in terms of identity and just, all right, any team with an identity, you have superstars, you have role players who can get to that identity quicker and easier. Those are the great teams to me. I don't care what great. There's Shaq and Kobe and these guys. All right, that means that they have, who they are, and they can become that like this. And the Magic, because of that, because they're physically like, it's 5 of us that are 6'7". Pretty easy for us to play the gaps. You're not gonna get these assists. You're not gonna be able to go in the paint and do that stupid dribble, OG. That dumbass pass you gave to Bridges, trying to lead him into what? You went across the paint to do that. What was that?
Yeah, we threw the ball away a lot.
Yeah, away a lot in the first half.
We threw the ball away a ton tonight. We were very careless with the basketball tonight. The passing wasn't crisp. The screen setting wasn't crisp, and that doesn't help with ball movement either. Again, at the end of the day, like I said, first 2 minutes of the game, we looked sluggish. Y'all know my saying. We looked like we were sleepwalking. Niggas didn't look awake. It just looked like, we was ready to pack it in and get to the crib and get some grub. It didn't look like nobody came to play tonight. So I don't feel like we're gonna create poor habits. I just think this is a game. This is a moment. It happens in the NBA. 82 games, like I said, it's one of those games. You get this out the way, but we gotta go. We owe Miami number one, and everybody's saying Miami is this, Miami is that. We owe them. We need to go down there. I mean, they're coming to the crib. We need to thump them. We need to make a statement the next 2 games. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
We owe Miami. Welcome to Miami. They coming off a loss. They just got lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
We always celebrate, and we always get the people up and celebrate the people when we win. We should hear from the people when we lose too, right?
Oh,
We should hear from the people when we lose. How do they feel about tonight's loss? Because we talk about this ad nauseum.
look at Fleet content creating out here, man. They going crazy in the comments. Why don't you
They
come
going
crazy
crazy
on the live? Huh?
Yeah, they want to come talk to us. We love the people. We love y'all.
Big time. Oh shit, Monkey Wrench said, y'all. I got something to say. Monkey Wrench, I don't think your internet is good, man. I'm trying to bring you up here. Oh shit, Monkey Wrench said, I'm showing my face.
Hell no, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm at work, son.
Monkey Wrench, what up, boy?
What's going on? What's going on?
This is AI Monkey Wrench. Allegedly.
AI Monkey Wrench. Allegedly. Hey man, look, the game looked nasty. Like Fleet said, first 2 minutes in, we looked disgusting. I didn't even watch the first quarter, but as soon as I seen the second quarter, I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. I seen how Franz with his stupid mask on, doing whatever it is that he wanted to do, whatever. He hit my man Josh in the head. They was hitting Brunson in the head, and honestly, none of that was accident. And if I was Orlando, I would have did the same thing, like do something. And Bane said do something, and they ain't do nothing. So yeah, like y'all said, we got thumped, we got punked. We look like a the rich AAU team that came through and expected to win, and that's not what happened. So it is what it is, man. You be all right. People lose every day, B, right?
Yeah, I love what you said. I love what you said right there, Monkey Wrench. We look like the rich AAU team with the fly jerseys. Everybody got the same pair of kicks on, right? Everybody got their personal Gatorade water bottles with their name on it, right? Thinking we about to get a W and got their ass kicked, got punked, beat up. Yeah, I love that analogy. I love it. That's exactly what we look like tonight.
Monkey Wrench, I just muted you so that when we talk, we don't echo.
Oh no, for sure. Appreciate it. Hey, but I mean, other than that though, like we said, we just had our 11th game. We 7-4. Our record is fine. It's still early in the season anyway. I don't really care about the record, honestly. I care about our growth more than anything. So hopefully, them getting thumped like this on the 11th game will help them figure it out that they don't like losing like this, and they'll do something about it next time.
Thank you, Monkey Wrench, for joining us and supporting
Yes,
us.
sir. Y'all take it easy, man.
You too.
Yes, sir.
AI,
My God.
shout out to the real Monkey Wrench, because AI Monkey Wrench, he's translating all that business. Thank you, sir. Cherokee Princess is in the building.
Hey guys.
She always got a fly fit. I love the hat.
Thank you, guys. I'm sad, but you know what? We can't win them all. The guys were tired. You could see they were really tired tonight.
Yeah.
And Bridges was totally off. I mean, what was that? Bridges was missing shots. I was like, what's going on with Bridges? Oh my goodness. Clarkson, he was missing. He got a couple, but he missed a few too. So it's just
That's
one
thing
of those things.
I noticed that with Bridges, one of his shots in the second quarter, he was tired because he tried to switch his form again, and I didn't notice that all throughout the season. But this year he was went back to that bad habit from last year. But it was one shot, but just clearly tired. You just and these things are real, man. You want these guys to be robots, but
Exactly.
it's hard for me to
How,
get angry yet.
Yeah, but
how
I'm
do we
worried
bounce? How
about
do we bounce
Brunson.
back? How do we bounce back on Friday, Cherokee?
I think what we need to do is play Robinson more. Robinson was in there, but I don't think Robinson was played enough. So we need to play Robinson more. Um, we need to really work on our defense. It was like tonight, Orlando had all the defense. We didn't have any. What was our defense? The
Very
offense,
true.
when the offense is tired like it was tonight, we are really dead in the water if we don't have defense. So I think that's what we need to do.
You got exposed.
We got
For sure.
exposed.
For sure.
The emperor got
Sure.
caught without the clothes on tonight.
That is
Put
true.
your clothes back on.
Goes back on. It's good to see you, Cherokee. Thank you so much.
You too. Take care, guys.
Thank you for all the support.
Sure thing. Anytime.
Enjoy it. Thanks.
You too.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, Flea. Get
We
ready.
got big fish. We got King Speech. What we got?
The one and only.
He
The
about to cuss
fisherman.
me out. He
Can you
about to
hear me?
cuss me out.
We can hear you.
We can.
And,
Big brother. What up? What up,
and
Fish?
your mic sounds amazing, Fish.
The
Your
only
mic
thing
sounds-
that you
your
need
mic
to
sounds
do,
amazing.
yeah, I got AllBall Wi-Fi.
Go
only
ahead,
thing you
Fish.
need
What
to
you got to say, Fish?
Get back to good habits. Me and Fabian was talking at halftime. You have to create good habits, and you have to stick to them in the midst of fatigue. You rest on offense, you work hard on defense. That's basketball 101. It's this ain't hard. This ain't rocket science. You don't have to come up with something great. Flea knows the call. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid.
Mm-hmm.
That's sports.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't hard. Create good habits. I told Fabian, when you create good habits, you stick to the script. You don't revert back to dumb stuff when you're missing shots. And they reverted back to one-on-one at the top of the key, pick and roll on the top of the key, Brunson trying to get the man on his hip, Cat floating out to the three-point line. First half of the first quarter, they was flipping the ball to the weak side all over the court. You got consistent ball movement. But when the shots weren't going in, guys took it upon themselves and say, okay, I got to do this. I got to do that. No, that's when you tighten up. Get some steal. You know what? Rest of offense, work hard on D, get some steals, get some easy buckets. Maybe somebody leak out on a rebound. Do that. Do all the little things.
Fish, real quick. You said something in the chat. I couldn't read it quick because it was the comments was going about physicality. I was saying something about physicality, but I saw your comment about physicality. Can you talk about that for a second? I didn't see what you said.
Consistent physicality against Brunson works if the other guys on the court don't take the pressure off.
Mm-hmm.
People take things personal. Look, if you're his teammate, if I'm Bridges and I see Brunson struggling and I see they're getting physical with him, I'm going over there like Draymond is saying, give me the ball. It go down the court. And we will start the offense from there. Just tell him, just get the ball out of his hand and tell him to go down the court and play my spot, and we'll work it to where you get your shot. You've got to show leadership. And it doesn't matter who it is. You don't have to have a C on your shirt to show leadership. But you got to step up, and you got to, in these moments, you notice when the Knicks came back, Fabian, and they was down by 2, oh boy, didn't call no timeout. They'll figure it out.
Mosley, yeah,
and they
Mosley
figured
didn't
it
call
out.
timeout.
Yeah, he ain't call no timeout. Y'all got it down to 2 points twice. He call no timeout. He didn't send nobody to the scores table.
I just in those moments, Fabian, right? When we got our back against the wall, a team that we playing is hot, they hitting shots. We turn the ball over. Guys are not hitting shots. The leadership that Fish is talking about right now, I think is important because I feel like Brunson thinks bucket getting is leadership. And not just going to get buckets doesn't equate to just leadership. There's other stuff that you got to do when you're trying to lead your ball club back from coming down. I saw those comments. I love them. Like coming back down from 20 down, from 15 down. Buckets don't just consist of leadership. Am I saying that right, Fish?
Yeah. If you notice, a lot of guys have a C on their shirt, but championship team, the leaders are never the best players. If you think about it, the guys that the leaders mention who can check them are the real guys in the locker room that help run that team. Right? Robert Ory had carte blanche to grab Shaq by his collar. Those are the guys that your leadership, because those are the guys that have to hold your captain accountable. Those are the guys. So next game, forget this game. Get back to doing what you was doing when you started this game and keep going. All you can do is create good habits. You can't go back and rerun this game. You can't. It's not about a specific play this guy more, play that guy more. It's about creating good habits. Mm-hmm. It's about sticking to it, sticking to the plan and playing it out.
Speaking of leadership and accountability, Mike Brown's at the podium. He has some strong words.
But the thing that I was most disappointed in was in the first half, everything that happened on the court, we blamed the officials. And that was disappointing to see because we were the culprits of a lot of stuff that happened out on the floor. 6 of their first 8 points came from the free throw line, and we fouled them. I couldn't even use a challenge because we were fouling. And if one of our keys is to play physical without fouling, but the first 6 points or first 3 or 4 possessions that they have start at the free throw line, then we're not giving ourselves a chance and we're letting them feel comfortable with the way that they play. So take my hat off to Mosley, Jamal Mosley, and the rest of his staff and their team, because they came in and they took the game from us, starting with their physicality.
What the fuck did I just say? What did we just say? We didn't even see this nigga. We didn't even see this dude. We didn't even see this dude. This ain't rock. What Fish said. This ain't rocket science. This ain't rocket science.
This is basketball. Mike Brown been on the bench with enough Hall of Fame coaches. He know. But you know what's funny is normally you hear this from a coach when they blew a team out by 30, because he sees all the holes in your game when the fans is celebrating a big win.
Right. But you get your ass kicked, and now listen. I respond, Knickerbockers. Nostalgic Nick, I see you, big dog. I feel you. Respond. We got pros. We got guys looking to take it to the next level and win a championship. Respond. That's all.
LB,
we got that stinking ass Miami Heat fan in the comments muddling around. Yes, we got to respond on Friday. We have to respond.
LB so wavy. You in the building. What's going on, big dog?
LB.
Chilling. Yeah, I said the same thing. I didn't see the interview either. I said the same exact thing as I was watching the game. It pissed me off first quarter. I said, oh, yeah, we didn't look like we came to play today.
Yeah.
We had Josh Hart turn the ball over 3 times. I'm screaming at my TV like, what is he doing? And Cat pissed me off the most tonight because once he didn't get the calls that showed up in his game, and then he started doing stupid stuff, and then get back on defense and just allowed Franz to score on him all night. It's just. And then we just started. Then Jalen Brunson started losing the ball. He turned over the ball a couple of times, and then that's when they started playing that stupid drop coverage that I never want to see again because that was Thibodeau's defense. No, please stop. Please don't go back to that. And that's why I kept leaving them open. They kept hitting those wide open threes.
Mike Brown also said this. We only had 10 offensive rebounds. We didn't crash. We had 10 offensive rebounds. Nor did we get back in transition. We also had 11 sprays for the game. That's a season low. 11 sprays, and we have to be better in that area. And that's what I was talking about with bringing in, starting Clarkson or Hart. Because I thought, even though Shamet, it's hard to criticize him when he does show that much effort, and he probably shows as much effort as anybody every night. I don't. It's not a lack of effort from him. It's always going to be production, and it's easier to get to that game plan of the spray three for people that can get to the paint, who have that skill. OG is not super skilled to get to that paint and get the drive and kick going and get the spray three going, and that's what he's speaking to, and that's the offensive end. And to your point, everybody's point, I see why LB is upset because Cat was the one chirping a lot since the first half, the beginning. That seemed like it was an indirect shot at Cat. We know Josh Hart's going to talk to the ref when he's in mid-season form. That's what he does. Brunson, they talk to the ref. He talked to the ref way too much today.
Didn't Cat get a technical foul?
He got that one, the one where he was talking to the ref.
I think that was a transition take foul.
Oh, take. So
like
that's why they shot.
You talking about when he slapped Anthony Black, right?
No, Jonathan Isaac. When he was and Jonathan Isaac was mixing it up. Yeah.
And he flailed his arm.
Right. Did he get a technical there, or was that?
I think that was a transition take foul.
Okay.
But that's what
Shaman don't really say a whole lot, do we?
What do you mean?
Shaman don't really say a whole lot during this due to his teammates in the game, do we? Because Shaman is one of those guys that it looks like if he says something, everybody hears it. Because he don't say a whole lot. I'm saying that to say when Cat's crying, somebody like Shaman who don't say a lot should whisper in his ear, shut the player or go sit your ass down. Because it's got to come from somebody that don't really say a whole bunch, but when they say something, everybody hears it in the room. And somebody needs to tell Cat, play ball, shut up, or go sit down.
It sounded like Mike Brown said that just now. And Brunson, less focused tonight because he was, like I said, chirping too much to the ref. Also, that was too much talking to the ref for me. Like, just play ball. They're punking you, as Flea put it. I didn't even want to go there, but you're right. They punked him.
They flat out punked us tonight.
They got in his head, and a lot of teams are going to go after Cat. And Draymond was very vocal about it last year. But I think to your point also, Cat has to show up mainly because of the games like this was going to be back-to-backs that we have to win, or at least remain more competitive, and really just to put into practice what you should be doing. Get away from the bad habits. And if they're a physical team, he's the biggest guy on the court that we have. That's the most skilled, greatest shooter of all time, greatest big man shooter of all time.
By the way, when we went on that run to put us we were like down 12, and he did that wide open and missed that dunk, and I lost my mind, bro. I lost it right there. I was like, you just messed up our momentum, fool. And then they went back up by 15 again. I was like, yo, this is
quickly. They scored 5 points, quick 5 points. Yeah. It's setting good habits, man. setting good habits. We got away from it, especially.
I'm gonna mute you for a second. LB, you sound you don't sound so wavy. You have a little static going on, LB.
But you know what, Flea? When you got a young team who's hungry, who plays well together, when their best player goes out, they tighten up on their offense and limit their mistakes a lot more because they know they don't have that get out of jail free card in Banchero.
With Banchero on the floor, right. And
so
then
that makes a team like that tougher to. That makes a team like that like an Indiana. That makes a team like that tougher to play. That's when you know a team is really on one way.
You miss a piece, and everybody just steps up and keeps the show rolling.
Yeah.
And again, they might be tired, and when you're tired, you're gonna be reduced to bad habits and stuff like that. So, but we gotta get on them because Mike Brown. I love that as even though I still think he's a bit a little too much jargon, a little too much extra. Just get to the point, Mike Brown. At what point is that gonna turn into, yo man, we got fucking punked. That's what happened today. Like as say whatever you want, Fish. JJ Redick be going off. JJ Redick be going off in that press conference, and he gets to the point.
It's JJ Redick. It's JJ Redick, though. Nobody trying to hear what he's saying. He could be going off right now. Oklahoma City is still running him out the gym.
Is that they getting punked right now? Hold on.
What's the count? What's the score in that game, Fish? I was about to go. Once we got done, I was about to go watch.
I'm not. Last score they was down 15 or so. Look, I did my thing at State. I got no sympathy. I got no sympathy for Durham, North Carolina.
51-26. OKC is up.
51-26 on the Lakers. Yeah, we'll have a nice press conference from JJ Redick tonight. But
I think he
No, real quick, Fabian. Like Mike Brown comes from that tree though. Like I see what big shouts I got Nostalgic Nick, right? Mike Brown comes from that type of tree though. Like we talked about. The Popovich, the Carlisle, the Kerrs, right? The guys that get into the whatever you want to call it, the media, and are savvy enough to say certain things, plant certain seeds to get a response out of their best players and the rest of their team. Like, and so if he got to get mixy like that, that's how he had to motivate that young Sacramento team his first year or two there. So if the Knicks need a quick wake-up call, right? We just won 5 games in a row. We came out like we won the fucking NBA championship. We ain't won shit yet. We ain't done shit yet. It's November. Thanksgiving ain't even here yet. And you niggas is walking around acting like you did something? No. It's disappointing that you're running your traps to the refs. Shut the fuck up and play basketball. I don't see where there's nothing wrong with that.
Mike Brown comes from 2 trees. He comes from Phil's tree too. Where does Steve Kerr come from? Steve Kerr is from trees from Phil and Popovich.
Yep.
Right? Mike Brown sat on the bench in LA when Bill Burke was still there. Mike Brown comes from both trees. That's a lot of players. Not to mention you coach LeBron, Kobe, and Curry.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
elite level Hall of Famers.
So tonight, you saw what tree he came from. With what he said, I could see those other coaches saying that same thing.
Monkey Wrench, you here? I pulled you up. At least he said it. He said it's just funny. He said everything we said, and I think people in the comments saying this is better than Tibbs press conferences. I always enjoyed Tibbs press conferences. he would call people out too, except the star player.
You know how a press conference gets you acting. You know
Yeah.
that shit gets you acting different.
Not
You
gonna lie,
start
Mike
acting,
Brown.
you start acting different. Your V-neck starts getting droopy. Your hat come off. You start acting different. Behave yourself. Act like a grown man. Shit, Mike Brown. Don't look around. Don't look around. Don't look around. Keep your clothes on, Fabian.
I gotta make sure you weren't even here to see me.
Nigga said, yo, Mike Brown said they wasn't physical. Fabian like, oh shit, this nigga talking hot. I like this shit.
Bro.
How Flea gonna tell you to keep your clothes on, Fabian? And every 5 minutes I see Flea leaning his head forward so we can see his waves.
He's trying to show Mike Brown his way.
I hate fish.
Nah, OG not here right now, so he's fronting the hairline.
Right. Right.
I hate these
I
niggas.
told
I
you,
love
Flea from Houston now. Flea no longer from Queens. He's from Houston.
Hold on. Fish, what you say? He's a light skinned dude from where? And he's
a light skinned dude from Houston now. Flea is day parties and cigar bars now.
Oh man, I love fish, man.
Mo wants to hear that again. Mo. At your service. We all here. Why the hell is
He was getting spicy, Mo. He was getting spicy. Niggas ain't being physical. Oh, word? Complaining to the refs. Oh, word? I like it, Mike Brown.
Oh, it's some more. They got some more drops for him.
Look, Nostalgic Nick is seething over there. He hates Mike Brown. Who you want to coach us, Nostalgic Nick? Throw his name in the chat for us, bro. I got a good fedora. Where's that? I'm looking at it right now. Good one.
No, you know, we're a no excuse team. And if we're a no excuse team, we got to go play the right way as best we can and not lay the blame anyplace else except square on us. So it doesn't matter if we play 3 games in a row, we got to go figure it out. And if we can't, maybe I need to go deeper into the bench and play guys lesser minutes. You know, maybe that's where I can help them, but we can't sit here and say, well, we played last night and they did this. No, go win the game, play the right way, leave it on the floor. And if you leave it on the floor the right way, you're not going to win them all. Then you take an L, move on to the next one. I just didn't think that we did a great job doing what we're supposed to do to set the tone, especially at the beginning of the game.
Oh, I like this nigga. All right, yeah. I like this nigga. Yeah, go on, get naked, nigga. Go on, yeah, nigga. Come about your shit, nigga. Yeah, I like this nigga. Fuck that. Keep
this
him.
This the Mike Brown. This the Mike Brown like that Steven Jackson said was in Indiana as an assistant.
Yeah.
When Steven Jackson said Mike Brown was mad that the players was holding him back during the brawl.
That's a fact. LB, say that again, LB.
Tibbs would never.
Tibbs would never. Talk to me, man.
Tibbs, a.k.a. Oscar Madison.
This is what he 11. Did. This is what he did with the Kings, but they tried to make him look crazy for calling out
Fox
point guard
on this. And Fox and
calling Fox and stuff. I'm like, what did he say that was wrong though? Like, what did he say?
I don't know, but I want to keep. I'm gonna keep hearing them talk though.
We didn't do. First of all, you got to give them credit. Jamal Mosley and the rest of Orlando Magic, they kicked our ass. It's as simple as that. They came out with a physical presence that we didn't handle well. We talked about them getting to the free throw line. They've done a really, really good job at it. They've been averaging around 34 free throws a game, and they basically hit their average. On top of that, against a good team, you have to win a possession game in order to give yourself a chance to win the game. and we got our ass kicked in that, 30-19. Basically, that's about free throw attempts plus offensive rebounds minus turnovers. So give those guys a lot of credit. We didn't do. First of all, you got to give them credit.
You heard, what do you say, Mike?
We didn't
what you say, Mike?
First of all, you got to give
what you
them
say,
credit.
Mike?
Jamal Mosley.
He talking hot. He talking
The
hot.
Knicks officially have the Knicks officially have a basketball coach now.
He talking
Say,
hot.
hold on. Say it again, Fish. Say it again.
Yeah, say it again, Fish.
The Knicks officially have an NBA basketball coach ready for a championship. Are your players gonna step up?
Respawn. He talking
Because
heavy.
if he could,
Game
if Mike
11?
Brown could, y'all be running stairs tonight.
Old school shit. Old school shit.
This is what we needed. This is why I have no problem. When I saw people try to blame Mike Brown, and I said, no, y'all not gonna do that. Come on, because like everything that happened was on the team tonight. Everything, like that. I haven't really seen
1,000.
nothing that you blame Mike Brown on in the past since the season started for real.
We were waiting for this, y'all.
Talking hot after game 11, y'all. Like I said, it's not even Thanksgiving yet. He's talking hot. November 12th.
I wonder who he was talking about.
Hey,
though. Specifically.
Real quick, did he low key threaten to say if y'all tired, y'all can play less minutes? I can help you out with that. Is that what he said?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can help you out with that, Monkey Wrench. That's what he said. I can help you guys.
I can
You need to build him a
deeper into
statue
the
right now.
bench,
Build him a statue, man.
and guys can play less minutes.
Yes. Oh, that's why. See, nostalgic Nick
Bobby
hates him.
Knight
because-
type shit right there.
Nostalgic Nick hates him because he's corny. I understand that. Fuck
That's
all
cool.
that, man.
That's cool. That's
Fuck
cool.
all that,
Whatever.
man.
That's cool.
You corny. You corny until you're getting paid $20 million, whatever it is, and he's daring one of these guys to challenge him, and ain't no better city in the world to go challenge your coach and go mano a mano with him. Cat, you be talking a lot. Mikal Bridges, you be talking a lot. Cat talks to the ref. He talks to himself, mumbles to himself in his jersey. It's a foul. Go bring that weak ass voice to Mike Brown. That bum ass minute you've been given today. I love this.
I like it too.
Two things
like
can
it
be
a
true,
lot.
nostalgic Nick.
Bobby Knight.
Mike Brown can be corny,
Bobby
and
Knight,
Mike Brown can be.
1987.
Hold on, Fish. Mike Brown can be corny, and Mike Brown can be an NBA championship caliber coach. What hell's about to freeze over? Fish is giving the Knicks props at leadership.
I mean, but those and that's just happening. That just happened maybe a half hour ago to an hour ago. That those comments are fresh after the game. Them getting him and him, everything that he said parallel to everything that we said, that everybody that we brought up had to say. A lot of the people in the comments, it was clear as day, simple and plain. With this game right here, if you sat and watched it, you could see that the Knicks got punked tonight. They didn't bring it. They were out physical and bring you cause to pause. Do you niggas really want it or you don't? Because like you always say, Fabian, when we play bottom feeders, when we play teams that are 1-10 right now, when we play those type of teams, yeah, scheduled wins. But when we go against teams that's going to bring it, whether they have a great record or not, this team was going to bring it no matter what. And we ain't bring it.
Hold on. The loquacious one himself. Mikal Bridges was asked if playing 2 minutes in the fourth quarter tonight versus Orlando was part of the game plan, or if it was a surprise to him.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Look at you. Look at him. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You know why you played 2 minutes? Because you played like ass for the first 46 minutes. Fuck out of here, man. Mike
Hey,
Brown.
Fabian,
I'm
put that
liking this
post game
fish.
interview. Put that post game interview up there with Mike Singletary. Put that up there with Jim Mora.
Hold
Put that up
on.
Yo, I
there
just
with
thought
Green,
Herb
Dennis
Edwards,
Green, Dennis Green. They all who
Dennis
we
Green.
thought they were.
yo, I just saw Vernon Davis.
That should be the
talking-
lead in the Sports Center tonight. That interview should be the lead in the Sports Center tonight. You want to motivate the Knicks? You make that the lead in the Sports Center, and everybody's talking about that tomorrow.
I just saw
Now
Vernon
it's
Davis
really
talking
on.
about that Mike Singletary, and Vernon is talking because he was talking
Yeah, I
about
saw
Vernon
that.
heavy, right? You saw that too, right, Fish? And Vernon grateful for that shit because he tore into that ass.
Vernon Davis.
Hey, and this
Super
interview is on the
athletic tight end,
heels
but
of
he was
what
he
Don
was
Staley
soft.
said about her player the other day.
Say that again, Fish.
That interview tonight was on the heels of Don Staley's interview about her player. One of her players got suspended, and they asked Don Staley, "Is she gonna play the next game?" Don, as soon as she said, "She gonna play the next game?" I don't think so. And then she said, "When is she gonna play again?" That's up to her. And she had a smirk on her face when she said it. Oh,
I gotta see that.
these coaches is getting spicy now.
Turbo.
As they should.
Turbo,
What up? As they should.
what up, bro?
Yeah, I didn't even get a chance to see the game. I forgot that they played today, but I did see the press conference, and I like Mike Brown's energy. Like he's always gonna. One thing I like about Mike Brown, he's always honest. Whether you agree with him or not, he's always gonna get straight to the point, whether you like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we need more coaches like that. I think too many coaches try to just, you know what I mean, try to. What's the word I'm looking for?
Beat around the bush.
Trying to be too nice to the players.
Right. Because now they've turned it into a players' league, so it's hard for certain coaches to have the kind of leverage and the cachet, right? Everybody can't be Kerr, right?
No.
Everybody can't be Pop. You know,
No.
everybody can't be, it's hard.
Everybody got to have
to
their
get-
own identity.
Right.
It was it. But like I said, I like Mike Brown's energy as a coach. Like I said, I think it's way better than what Tibbs was doing. Because Tibbs just sound like he's grumpy. Even when they win or lose, he always sound like he's grumpy.
Good point. That's a good point. That's good.
Yeah, a lot of these
Fact.
coaches
He's just
don't
like
feel.
he's just like Belichick. Like Belichick is mad when he wins.
Yeah, a
You
lot of
know?
these coaches feel like they gotta walk on the eggshells or they're getting fired because pretty much the
Fact.
plays is running everything now. So.
Whoa. Wait, breaking news. Jalen Brunson left the arena in crutches and a boot.
Uh-oh.
The Knicks were handed their first loss at home of the season by the Orlando Magic. I'm here with SNY NBA insider Ian Begley. And Ian, despite this being a very tough loss for the team on the court, when Jalen Brunson was coming out of the game for the last time in the fourth quarter, we did see him limping off. And now it seems like it's something much more serious going on with Jalen Brunson. What have you seen and what have you heard after the game as far as his status?
Yeah, Brunson was seen outside the locker room using crutches and in some kind of protective boot on his right ankle. Mike Brown said that he just rolled the ankle. He didn't know more than that. But when you see Brunson on crutches and with the protective boot, I mean, it leads you to believe that this is a significant injury. And I know that the Knicks know that this is a real injury here. How long is he going to be out? We don't know. But usually with ankles, it's weeks, not days. Let's see how Brunson feels when he wakes up tomorrow.
For sure. And this is also for a team who is still trying to figure things out offensively. Jalen Brunson had 31 points in this game. He played 37 minutes.
All right, we get the gist of that. Whoa.
37 minutes in a game that we weren't even in. At no point were we in the game.
Fish, you said it's precautionary, but this guy's saying weeks now. Ian Begley's a New York Knicks
when
reporter,
did ankles
but
become weeks and not days? When the ankle injury become weeks, not days?
It's
I don't
always
know.
been
in
that
today's
way.
NBA, Fish. Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fleet, because I was telling Fabian the other day, when we watched Isaiah play on one leg and drop, 30 or whatever on Coop and
25
played
in
on
that
one
quarter.
leg,
Yep.
we started to practice hurt. Like, we started, like in practice, if we got hurt, we would just play through it so we knew how to play hurt in the game.
Mm-hmm.
These
Like,
players
unless
today
your
aren't as durable.
and Isaiah, I remember his ankle touched the floor.
Yeah.
That's
that
how
shit
much
was
it rolled
nasty.
over.
Yeah.
He had low top Pumas on, and they had to cut him off. Low top Pumas.
But that's
I
not the
never-
reality. That's not the reality of today, though. So we gotta like
These players are different.
it's not just the see. I hate when we say this. It's not just the
Players
players.
are not built durable like they are back then. People have to
And
understand that. They're more
That's
wins
what I'm
now.
saying.
Hold on.
And everybody back then was doing steroids.
Maybe, but
Okay,
today
you like that. You like that.
Right.
Yeah, that's the shit. That's the shit that Fabian likes. Niggas was on steroids.
No, that's not that. It's the fact that the owners aren't giving these guys steroids no more. The owners and the management, they hold back the players too. We don't talk about that enough. And if that's the case,
I agree.
What's this looking like the next couple games, y'all? Let's stay in the moment now. Jalen, we looked awful tonight. The Heat, they bombarded us when we went to Miami. We're about to go play them in the Garden, and then we're gonna go to Florida in a second. Have to go back and visit Orlando, and possibly without Jalen Brunson. Now we're hitting some muddy waters here.
They should have took him out the game in the last 2 minutes. I already knew the game was over like in the last 4 minutes. I was like, they should have took them out the game because those last two plays with Jalen Brunson and Deuce, it was like, what are y'all doing, bro? Like y'all trying to draw the foul for no reason. The game is over.
Look, Brunson went down late in the season last year with the same ankle injury, the same ankle he hurt. And guys stepped up, right? OG had a great stretch. Mikal Bridges played great basketball. Karl Anthony Towns really played at a high level. So, I mean, we have the players, and then obviously we are a deeper team. But at that position, be honest, we are not that deep. We don't have that requisite backup point guard that, okay, this happens now. We know exactly who we're going to go to. This got to be done by committee. Tyler Kolek is not ready to play 25 to 30 minutes a game to help us win games yet. It's going to be tough to put Deuce at the one and have him, try to replicate anything that Jalen Brunson does. Bridges does well at, initiating offense, but do you want him as the primary ball handler? Like, our options are very, very slim when it comes to, just straight up primary ball handlers. So we're going to see. We're going to see. First time to adversity.
I'll put Josh Hart at the one. He's good.
That'll keep the pace up, but
he's good at facilitating.
That's
I can put him at the one.
But...
Put Deuce. Well, yeah, just keep the lineup the same and just put Josh Hart at the one.
How many?
I think Bridges should bring up
the
ball. Should have more ball responsibilities than Josh.
Real quick, LB, if you do that, how many turnovers?
No, don't overlook what Turbo just said. Yeah, when Fabian says it, Bridges. Thank you, Turbo.
I just agree with you. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say Bridges
6 months later?
Offense?
But only because Turbo said it.
No, I just said that prior to that. I just said Bridges can initiate offense, but do we want him as the primary ball handler? You can have him at the primary ball handler if you want to. Let's see him win us some games. All right.
I don't think
Turbo.
I don't know.
I'm saying I think he should go back to what he was in Phoenix. If he can go back to what he was in Phoenix.
I like that, Turbo.
He was the 2 in Phoenix. He was.
But he had ball. He had a little bit of ball handling responsibility when Paul was out. Time to time. I'm not saying you gotta have him.
I'll go with Josh.
Make somebody else the primary ball handler, but let Bridges initiate the offense because you need Bridges points, and he's not always aggressive. So if you're forcing him to initiate the offense, he may start taking shots that he normally should take in the first place. So let somebody else bring it up, but then slide Bridges over and let him run the offense.
Yo, Mo, why you twisting the knife, man? What?
That's nasty.
She said?
That's nasty, Mo. That's nasty.
Lovely that Brogdon retired, huh? Why she hit us with that?
I was gonna bring that up myself.
That was a waste of time.
Be quiet. Be quiet, Fish.
So, well, you see how
Be quiet, Fish.
I believe if we are all going like, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? What you gonna do? Just the Bridges? What we gonna do, George? Are we gonna coach? The coaching staff is doing that right now, and Mike Brown just said, "Don't make me go to the end of the bench." He took his belt off. He went, "Don't make me go to the end of the bench." And now we have to go to the end of the bench, Flea.
BTA, he's getting freaky early. BTA.
You know how they do
I
it.
just don't get I don't feel the vibe of like he's hurt for real. I think he just rolled it, which means he'll be back like in a week or two.
Mike Brown needs to bring Bridges in his office. Bring Bridges in his office tonight and tell him, I need more from you. And I need you to initiate the offense if Brunson is hurt. Or if he's playing hurt. Tell him to his face.
Yeah, that's one thing I do not like from our medical staff in New York.
And then watch what happens.
That's one thing I do not like about medical staff. They always give us the runaround. I hate that. Tell us straight up what's happening.
What's wrong with Mitchell Robinson? What's wrong with Mitchell Robinson? We don't know.
I don't know. Listen, I'm glad you brought him up. I'm glad you brought up Mitchell Robinson. What did he do tonight? He did nothing but cardio tonight.
Cardio.
And everybody ignored that. Nobody brought that up tonight. He ran cardio. He was not rim protected, nothing. It was like, dog, you reaching for the ball all slow. Get out of here, bro.
Minus
off tonight.
What was he? Minus 19 tonight? What was he? Minus 19, Fabian?
First of all, First of all, LB, I stole Flea's thunder by bringing that up. I didn't let him use it against me. I went straight 8 Mile on him. I said Mitchell Robinson was totally ineffective, and the Magic is a problem for him. That's the part we got to get through. You got to go in that film room. Mike Brown always talking about him. Okay, we saw what happened tonight. Magic had no problem dealing with Mitchell Robinson tonight. Mitchell Robinson
played tonight.
a minus 11 from the field.
He had that one lob. He had that one lob Brunson to him. That was it. That's the only thing I remember that he did.
Listen, y'all. We'll be back Friday night.
Let me ask you this, because I meant to ask y'all this last week. Do you want to trade Mitchell Robinson by the deadline because you know he's leaving he might be leaving in the summer? Do you want to make the move for putting him in a trade package for Giannis if we need to?
We're gonna answer that Friday night, LB.
All right.
Because we need the third musketeer.
It will be Cat. It will be Cat. Just to let you know, it will be Cat.
Yo, man, y'all know what this is, man.
Knicks Rehab.
Rest in peace to Lenny Wilkins and Sugar Ray. Michael Ray Richardson.
Are we live?
Big Flea. Never the little.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at that. I'm gonna be at Sugar's funeral because it's just up in Oklahoma.
Oh, sorry about that. Fish, say it again.
No, I said I'll be at Michael Ray's funeral. My boy is his brother-in-law that played at TCU with Lee Nailon, Malcolm Johnson. So.
Super talented, gave a lot on the court, left a legacy. God bless the dead. Friday night, y'all, we'll be back to see if any mayhem, anything in between that time. We'll jump on. We'll talk about this. Hopefully, our guy Brunson's all right, because this is a bit of a scary news, y'all. Have a great night. Get some rest. See you Friday, guys. AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.